First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this lesson number 2 on the topic boards and streams, now we are going to solve 9 questions, and all the 9 questions will be based on the concept that is upstream and downstream. In the question, they usually give the data for upstream as well as the data will be given for downstream. So by using that, our target to find either distance or speed or otherwise time. So all these 9 questions will be based on this concept, right? So before solving all the questions, you have to learn the basics. So don't forget to watch the lesson number 1 where I have taught you introduction and the formulas, what is called as upstream, what is called as downstream, and 5 different formulas. So first go and learn lesson number 1 and then watch this lesson number 2. So don't forget that basic formula, speed is equals to distance by time. So don't forget that basic formula. Got it? Okay. So second thing is, in all these questions that we are going to solve now, we can solve the question by 2 methods. One is by a normal traditional method by using a basic formula, that is speed is equal to distance by time. By using that only formula, you can able to solve all the questions that is based on upstream and downstream. And there is another method which is called as a formula method. Usually we will have one formula. Just by applying all the values in that formula, we will get an answer. But what I am going to do is, I am not going to teach you in the formula method. I am just going to teach you only by traditional method. Listen here, if you use the formula method, for example I am saying, without learning traditional method, if you are studying only this formula method, for all these questions that is based on upstream and downstream, you will get an answer in 4 steps. Sure. But if you learn in the traditional method, you will get an same answer in 5 steps. 1 step more when compared to the formula method. Got it? In case if there is any twist given in the question, if all the values are direct values, you can use this formula method and you can get the answer easily. If there is any small twist given in the question, students, those who learnt only this formula method, even the question is easy. By just seeing the small twist, you don't know how to apply the values in the formula. But the students, those who are learning the traditional method, even the question is harder or otherwise any twist values given, you can able to solve in a traditional method. And second important thing is, where the formula method is applicable only for one equation based questions. If it is 2 equation based question, then definitely only you can able to solve that question by a traditional method, not by a formula method. In lesson number 3, we are going to solve some of the question based on 2 equations. In that scenario, if you learn only formula method, then definitely in lesson number 3, you have to learn again. So that's the reason I am saying, do not go with formula method, go only with traditional method. So what I am going to do is, I am just going to teach you only by a traditional method. In case if you need a formula method, you can refer any books, quantitative aptitude books. Most of the books, they usually solve that question only by formula method. So formula method is very simple. At the end or otherwise on future videos, I will be teaching you how to solve the same question in formula method. But in this video, just I am going to teach you only by a traditional method. Got it? So now let me move on to all the 9 questions. So here is question number 1. A man can swim 3 km/h in still water. If the velocity of the stream be 2 km/h, the time taken by him to swim to the place 10 km upstream and back is. So first we can just see what are all the data is given. First let me analyze the question and then we can solve it, right? So what are all the data is given? A man can swim 3 km/h in still water. What is the meaning of it? The man's speed is given initially. By using first point, we can able to find what is man's speed, that is 3 km/h. Second value, velocity of the stream, the velocity which is speed, right? So speed of the stream is also given, that is 2 km/h. And the total distance is given, which is 10 kilometers, right? Got it? See here, our target to find what is time taken by the man. See, if the time taken by him to swim to a place that is 10 km upstream and back is, which means our target to find what is the total time taken, that is to upstream as well as coming back, which is downstream. So just listen here, we know what is a man's speed, right? Man's speed will be 3 km/h. Okay, it's given. Similarly, what is the stream speed? Velocity, which is called as speed. Got it? So stream speed is also given, that is 2 km per hour. So by using both these data, whether we can find what is upstream speed. So usually what is the formula for upstream speed? We know if it is a upstream, we usually subtract both the speeds. If you subtract 3 km per hour minus 2 km per hour, so resultant will be 1 km per hour, which is upstream speed. Now we can go with downstream speed. What is downstream speed? We need to add both speed plus the stream speed. Here they are talking about man and stream. So add both these speed. 3 plus 2 will be 5, which is 5 km per hour. So finally we found the total upstream speed as well as downstream speed. And also we know what is the distance, that is 10 km. So by using all these values, what is our target? Our target to find what is the time taken to upstream and also coming back, which is called as downstream. Just see here, time taken, right? Our target to find the time taken. What is the basic formula for time? Speed is equal to distance by time. So time is equal to distance by speed. So time is equals to distance divided by speed. This data is for upstream plus distance divided by speed. So this data is for downstream. Got it? The total time taken, our target to find the total time taken. So time taken is equal to upstream plus downstream. So we know the formula, speed is equal to distance by time. In order to calculate the time, so time is equal to distance divided by speed. I hope we know all the values here. Just see, now we can substitute the values, right? We know what is the distance, because distance is directly given, that is 10 kilometers. So divided by, and this first data is for upstream. So upstream speed is given, that is 1 plus. Similarly, the second term, that is d, distance, again it is 10, because distance is common, right? Distance is common for both upstream as well as downstream. So we can take d as 10 km common. So 10 and 10. So this data is for downstream. So downstream speed will be 5 km per hour. When you cancel it, 10 divided by 1 will be 10. 10 divided by 5 will be 2. So totally it will be 12 hours. So finally we got the answer, that is time taken by the man to swim both upstream as well as downstream will be 12 hours. Got it? A simple basic question. By just understanding only this concept, you can able to solve, right? So how I wrote this formula, and also how I found upstream as well as downstream, what we have learned in the introduction part, right? B minus S, then B plus S. If it is an upstream, we are going to subtract both the speeds. If it is a downstream, we are going to add. So that's what I have done here. So subtracting both the speeds, adding both the speeds. Finally, we found what is upstream speed and downstream speed. And our target to find the time. So the basic formula, time is equal to distance divided by speed. So this complete data is for upstream and this complete data is for downstream. So if we find both these values, we can able to find the total time taken by the man. So finally, answer for question number 1 will be 12 hours. Question number 2. A boat travels upstream from B to A and downstream from A to B in 3 hours. If the speed of the boat in still water is 9 km per hour and the speed of the current is 3 km per hour, the distance between A and B. So just listen here. First let me see what are all the data they have given in the question. Initially, a boat travels, right, upstream B to A as well as downstream A to B in 3 hours. What is the meaning of it? So the total time taken is given, that is to boat from upstream as well as downstream. The total time taken will be 3 hours. This is the first data they have given. And the second thing, if the speed of the boat in still water, which means actually the boat speed, right? That boat speed will be 9 km per hour. So boat speed is given, that is 9 km per hour. As well as you can able to see the speed of the current. What is the meaning of speed of the current? Speed of the current, which means speed of the stream, right? So speed of the stream is given, that is 3 km per hour. So all these data are given. And what is our target? We don't know what is the distance between A and B. So our target to find the distance. So distance is not given. Remaining all these values are given, right? So what we can do is, first we can find what is the speed of the boat in upstream as well as we can find what is the speed of the boat in downstream. If it is speed of the boat in upstream, we have to subtract the boat speed minus stream speed, right? Got it? So upstream is equal to boat speed minus stream speed, which is 6 km per hour if you subtract both these values. Then downstream, if it is a downstream, usually we will add both the values. So 9 plus 3 will be 12 km per hour. So finally we found the total upstream as well as downstream by the boat. Now our target to find the distance. Just listen carefully. We know the basic formula, time is equal to distance divided by speed. And here they are talking about both upstream as well as downstream. So what we can do is distance by speed, distance by speed. So time is equal to upstream distance by speed plus downstream distance by speed. And we know that the total time taken by the boat for upstream and downstream, which is 3 hours. So instead of t, we can make it as 3 here. Second, we don't know what is the distance, right? So let me keep both the d as x. Now second, this will be upstream speed. Upstream speed will be 6, downstream speed will be 12. That's it. If you solve this equation, you will get the answer. Got it? Simple techniques. First we wrote all the values that are given in the question. After that we found what is upstream value and what is downstream value. So after that we know the basic formula, that is speed is equal to distance by time. So by just taking time is equal to distance by speed, that is first data is for upstream plus second data is for downstream, because the time given is same. 3 hours is completely for both upstream and downstream where the boat travel, right? So the boat travel upstream as well as in downstream, that is time taken will be 3 hours. So only I have written as time taken is equal to both upstream distance by speed plus downstream distance by speed. And we don't know what is the distance, so let me keep d as x. By substituting all other remaining values, I hope we will be getting the answer, right? So let me take LCM here, 6 and 12. So LCM will be 12. So 6 into 2 will be 12, which is 2x plus x. So 3 is equals to 3x by 12. So we can cancel 3 and 3. So finally x is equal to 12 kilometers. That's it. We got the answer. That is distance between A and B will be 12 kilometers. So always be careful that here we know the speed is given in kilometer per hour. So similarly here also the speed is given in 12 kilometer per hour. Here the time is given in hours. So be very careful. In case if they are given a values in minutes, you have to convert into hours. So see here, be very much careful. In case if the values are given only in minutes, you need to convert into hours by dividing by 60. Got it? In most of the question, values will be directly given. In case some question they usually give in terms of minutes, right? If it is in hours, we can keep as it is. In case if they are given in terms of minutes, you need to convert into hours and then substitute here. You will get the answer correctly. Got it? So that's it. This will be the answer for question number 2. Easy, right? In the exams you don't want to write all those steps. Just to understand the question, I am writing all those steps here. But in the exam you can directly apply this traditional method formula and you can solve the answer. So finally answer for question number 2 is 12 kilometer will be the total distance between A to B. In a stream running at 2 km per hour, a motor goes 10 km upstream and return to starting point in 55 minutes. Find out the speed of motorboat in still water. So just see here what are all the values they have given. Initially what are all the, I think in the steam running at 2 km per hour, what is the meaning of it? Stream speed is given, that is 2 km per hour. Whether boat speed is given, no, boat speed, motorboat speed is not given. So our target to find what is the speed of the motorboat. So just listen here, what we can do is, we don't know what is the boat speed. So let me assume this as x. But we know what is the stream speed. So stream speed is given, that is 2 km per hour. Whether the distance is given, yes, the distance is also given. You can see 10 km upstream and return to the starting point in 55 minutes. Distance is also given and the total time taken is also given, which is 55 minutes. So what we can do is, distance is 10 km as well as the time taken is given, that is 55 minutes. So all these values are directly given. But what is our target? Our target to find what is a motor boat speed. So just listen here. If all the values are given, what we will find? We will find what is upstream first, and then we will find what is downstream. So what is the basic formula for upstream? Boat speed minus stream speed. Here the boat speed is unknown value. So what we can do is x will be the boat speed minus of stream speed will be 2 km per hour. So this will be upstream. So let me talk about downstream. So downstream is equal to boat speed plus stream speed. So boat speed will be x, stream speed will be 2. So this will be the answer for downstream speed. So just listen here. So upstream speed will be boat speed minus stream speed. We don't know what is boat speed. So let me assume this as x minus 2. And for downstream, x plus 2. I think all the remaining values that we know. And listen carefully, here the values they are given in minutes, not in hours. If they are given in hours, we can directly substitute the value. If they are given in minutes, we need to convert the value in terms of hours, right? So the formula, that is basic formula, what we learn is time is equal to distance divided by speed plus distance divided by speed. So time taken, which is directly given 55 minutes, we can convert this in hours, that is divided by 60. So converting minutes to hours just by divide by 60, right? We know the time taken is 55 minutes. So we are converting the minute into hour. So that's why I divided by 60 here. Second is distance. So distance is directly given, that is 10 divided by speed. Upstream speed x minus 2 plus distance again 10 divided by downstream speed will be x plus 2. That's it. If you solve this equation, you will get the answer easily. So just an easy, right? You do, by seeing this, most of the students will have very much doubt how I'm going to solve this much of bigger equations. It's very easy. You can just like that cancel all the values and you will finally get a quadratic equation, and after solving a quadratic equation we will get the speed, right? So just listen here, we can cancel it on 5 table, which is 11. If you cancel it on 5 table, which is 1 5s are 5, remaining will be 1, that is 10, 12, right? So next will be no other way, right? So what we can do is we can take an LCM here. So 11 divided by 12 is equals to, so this will be x minus 2 and this will be x plus 2. So if you multiply, cross multiply, this will be x plus 2. So plus 10 into x minus 2. So next step is, just see, this will be a minus b, a plus b, which is a square minus b square, right? And also what we can do is, so 11 divided by 12 is equals to, so 10x plus 20 here. So similarly 10x minus 20. So 10x minus 20. So totally divided by a minus b, a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So a square will be x square, b square will be 2 square. So a square minus b square. So next we can cancel 20 and 20 here. So 11 into x square minus 4 is equals to 20x into 12. So this will be 11x square. So minus 44 is equals to 20 into 12 will be 240x. So finally we can write this as 11x square. So minus 240x. So minus 44 is equals to 0. So this will be the final quadratic equation that we got now. So now we need to solve this quadratic equation and we need to get the answer. So what are all the steps? I think in equation topic we have solved many, I think nearly 400 to 500 questions we have solved in equation that is based on the same quadratic equation pattern. It's very simple. Just see here 11 square, there is 44. So minus 44 into 11. So resultant will be 242 and here it is 2, I hope. So 2 divided by 11, so here divided by 11, cancel it, 22. So here we are getting an answer in positive, that is 22. Here you will get an answer in negative, that is minus 2 by 11. Always the speed will be in positive, speed will not be negative. So we can eliminate this value and we can able to find the answer is 22. So finally we can say x is 22 km per hour, which is the speed of the motor boat. So by seeing this, most of the students will ask, teach me the shortcut, teach me the shortcut. So according to me, no, don't use the shortcut. If you use the shortcut for some difficult question, surely you will not get an answer. So learn the traditional method, try to solve this equation model fastly, then definitely you will get an answer. So got it? Even if you go with formula method, again you will stop here. Even if you go with formula method, you need to solve all those steps. Even it's a traditional, even it's a formula method, you have to solve from this step, right? Both will be same. So that's it. So this will be the quadratic equation. Finally we solve the quadratic equation and we got the answer. So these are the things what we learned in equation video itself. So finally the motorboat speed will be 22 km per hour. Here is question number 4. A motorboat can travel 10 km per hour in still water. It traveled 91 km downstream in a river and then returned to the same place. Taking together, it takes 20 hours. Find the rate of flow of river. So just see here, what are all the values they have given us. Initially, motorboat can travel, which is motorboat speed is given, that is 10 km per hour. So motorboat speed will be 10 km per hour. And also, it traveled 91 km downstream in a river and returned to the same place. So what they have given is total distance is also given, that is a 91 km. And also what is the time taken by the motorboat to go upstream as well as reaching downstream, which take 20 hours. So time is also given, which is in 20 hours. So listen here, they have not given in minutes. So directly they have given in hours, that is 20 hours. But what is the value they have not given is speed of the stream. Just see here, a rate of flow of river. What is the meaning of a rate? Rate is which is speed, right? So speed of the stream is not given. So our target to find what is speed of the stream. So similarly, by using all these data, first what we can find is we can find what is upstream. So upstream is equal to boat speed minus stream speed. So boat speed will be 10. Stream speed, we don't know what about the stream speed. Let me assume this as x. So similarly, in case of downstream, it will be boat speed plus stream speed. So finally we got what is upstream speed and also we got what is downstream speed. Now we are going to apply all these value in a normal traditional formula. That is, time is equals to distance divided by speed plus distance divided by speed. Time taken is directly given, that is 20 hours is equal to distance. So distance is also given, which is 91 km. Similarly, both the distance is 91 km. Just listen here. What about the stream speed? First will be upstream, 10 minus x. Similarly, downstream speed will be 10 plus x. So now we need to solve this equation. So you will be getting the answer, right? So we can easily solve this similarly. So 20 here. So this will be 10 minus x, 10 plus x. So a minus b, a plus b will be a square minus b square. That is, a square will be 10 square. So b square will be x square, right? So this will be 91 into 10 plus x. So plus 91 into 10 minus x. Just cross multiply this and the denominator will be a plus b, a minus b. So a square minus b square. Got it? So finally this will be 20 into 10 square minus x square is equals to, so now we need to write this, right? So 91 into 10 will be 910 plus 91x. So this will be 910 minus 91x. So we can cancel plus 91 minus 91. So here we have 20, 10 square will be 100 minus x square. So minus x square is equals to, so 910 will be 1820. So 1820. So now we can multiply this. 20 into 100 will be 2000. So minus 20x square will be 1820. So finally 2000 will be 180. So 180 is equal to 20x square. So x square is equals to 9. So x is equal to 3 km per hour. So which will be the speed of the stream. That's it. Easy when compared to the previous question, because here we can able to strike out 91x and minus 91x, so that we can get only one x term, that is minus 20x square. So we can bring this 1820 towards left hand side. So finally 180. So 180 divided by 20 will be 9. So finally we got x square is equal to 9. So x is equal to root of 9, which is 3 km per hour. So finally the stream of the speed will be 3 km per hour. So very easy. If the values are unknown, just keep it as x. but try to apply in the same formula, right? Just by applying in the same formula, and always remember that this value is most important. Just check twice whether the value is given in hour or otherwise given in minutes. If they are given in minutes, you need to convert into hour, that is by dividing by 60, and then you have to solve the equation. So finally this will be the answer for question number 4. Question number 5. The speed of the current is 5 km per hour. A motorboat goes 10 km upstream and back again to the starting point in 50 minutes. The speed in km per hour of the motorboat in still water is. So just see here what are all the values they have given as speed of the current, which is speed of the stream is given, that is 5 km per hour. Distance is also given, that is 10 km, and also they have given the total time, that is 50 minutes. Listen carefully, the values are given in minutes. So our target to find what is motorboat speed. So initially what we do is we usually find what is upstream. Here we don't know what about the motorboat speed. So let me keep it as x. Stream speed will be 5 km. So x minus 5 will be upstream. So downstream will be x plus 5. Got it? So this will be the first data we can find from the given values. Second is by just applying the formula, and we can substitute all the given data here. Just listen here. Time is equals to distance divided by speed for upstream, distance divided by speed for downstream. What about time value? Total time is given, that is 50 minutes. So we need to convert this in terms of hour, that is divided by 60 is equals to first distance. So distance will be 10 km. So divided by upstream speed will be x minus y plus 10 divided by downstream speed will be x plus 5. Same procedure. So if you simplify this equation, you will get the answer. But most of the students, again, they usually ask, is there any simple way to solve this question? Yes, there is one simple way. Without solving all those equations, remaining step you can solve, but you need to practice more, right? Only practice makes that procedure perfect. So first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to teach you in a normal method, then I can teach you how to solve after this step by a shortcut method, right? Just see here, we can cancel normal method, right? So 5 by 6, so this will be 10 into x plus 5, so plus 10 into x minus 5, so divided by, this will be a square minus b square, that is x square minus 25, and then we need to solve it, right? So this will be 10x. We know 10 into 5 will be 50. Here 10 into 5 will be 50. Minus 50 plus 50, both the values will be cancelled, right? So remaining will be again another 10x. So divided by x square minus 25. So this will be 5 by 6. So now we can cross this. Resultant will be 5x square. So 5 into 25 will be 125. So minus 125 is equals to, so this will be 10x. So 10 plus 10 will be 20x. So 20x into 6 will be 120. So finally this can be written as 5x square minus 120x. So minus 125 is equals to 0. So now we need to solve this equation by a quadratic method, right? By just multiplying 125 into 5, and our target to find what is the factors. I hope we will get one answer, that is 5, 125. So we need to find it 120. So what we can do is one value in negative, one value in positive. I think we will get an answer, that is 25 km per hour. By just mind calculation I am saying, you know how to solve it, because it's quadratic equation, what I have taught you in equation videos. But most of the students, they feel difficult after this step, right? Very much difficult to solve. Even they usually write this, but solving this procedure might take time for most of the students. So what they can do is, after writing this step, you can just look at the options and try to apply the option value here and check whether LHS is equal to RHS, so that you can able to get the answer easily. Just wait, I can teach you in a shortcut now. Just listen here, what are all the options they have given under this question? It's a memory based question, right? That was asked in one of the competitive exam. Just see here, first option is 20, right? What I'm going to do is, instead of x, I'm going to substitute 20, and I'm going to check whether this left hand side part and right hand side part is equal or not. First option is 20, right? I'm going to substitute 20 here. 50 by 60 is equals to 10. So 20 minus 5 will be 15. So plus this will be 10 divided by 20 plus 5 will be 25. So cancel this 2 times, 3 times, 2 times, 5 times. So 50 by 60 is equals to, definitely the denominator is 15. Surely you will not going to get right hand side equal to left hand side. That is not possible. Our target to bring left hand side 50 by 60, right hand side 50 by 60. No, by applying this 20, surely we are not going to get the answer, because just here 50 by 60, but here the denominator is 15, we have to get 60. So definitely the first option is wrong. Let me move on to the second option. Second option is 26. So 50 by 60 is equals to 10 divided by 26 minus 5 will be 21. So plus 10, 26 will be 31. Whether you will get 60 LCM? No, you will not get 60 by just taking LCM 21 and 31. 21 and 31 will be LCM around 600 something. So definitely it will not be 60. So option number 2 is also wrong. Let me go on to option number 3. Option number 3 is 25. So 50 by 60 is equals to 10 divided by 25 minus 5 will be 20. So plus 10 divided by 25 plus 5 will be 30. Just see here. Now you can get LCM what? 20 here, 30 here. What is the LCM? LCM will be 60. So now I think we will get the answer. Just see, 50 by 60 is equals to, take LCM as 60 here. So this will be 30, this will be 20. So 50 by 60 is equal to 50 by 60. Yes, we are getting the answer. So what is the option? Option number C, that is 25 will be your answer. So this is one way of solving, just by using the option, applying in terms of X, and then we can find whether we are getting LHS is equal to RHS. So this is one way of solving the answer. So my suggestion is, try to learn that full term, that is normal traditional method, how I have solved, and also learn this shortcut, right? By using and by solving many number of questions, 10 or 20 questions, you know in which case you need to go with this method and which case you need to solve by a traditional method. So that's come only in practicing. Got it? So finally answer for question number 5 will be 25 km per hour will be the motor boat speed. Question number 6. A man can row 30 km downstream and return in total of 8 hours if the speed of the boat in still water is 4 times the speed of the current. Then the speed of the current is, just here, a man can row 30 km downstream. So the total distance is given, that is 30 km. So total distance will be given, and also time taken by the man to reach upstream as well as downstream. So the total time is given, that is 8 hours. But here they are talking about the speed of the boat and also the speed of the current in terms of 4 times. Just see here, speed of the boat is 4 times the speed of the current. What is the meaning of it? The speed of the boat is 4 times the speed of the stream. For example, what we can do is, so let me assume this as X, and also we don't know what about the speed of the stream, so let me assume this as Y. So just listen that word carefully. The speed of the boat in still water is 4 times the speed of the stream. For example, in case if the speed of the stream is 10, what about the speed of the boat will be 40. Got it? Speed of the boat is 4 times the speed of the stream. If stream speed is 10, then 4 times the boat speed, that is 40. We don't know both the speeds, right? If the speed of the stream is Y, then the boat speed will be 4y. Yes or no? Got this logic, right? If the speed of the stream is y, we don't know what is the value. Let me assume this as y. If the speed of the stream is y, then the boat speed will be 4 times the stream speed. So 4y. So what we can say is, so x is equal to 4y. Got it, friends? So the value of x will be 4y. So now what we can do is, we can apply all those given value in the same formula. We know what is the time formula. So time is equal to distance divided by speed plus distance divided by speed. So time, total time is given, that is 8 hours, is equal to distance. So distance will be 30 divided by speed. So speed will be upstream, that is x minus y. So plus distance 30 divided by downstream will be x plus y. and we don't know what about both the values, right? Boat speed is also not given, steam speed is also not given. So now what we can do is 8 is equals to 30 divided by, so instead of x, substitute here as 4y. So 4y minus y will be 3y. So plus 30 divided by, so here x is equal to 4y. So 4y plus y will be 5y. So now what we can do is, I think we can cancel this. 1 3s are 3, 10 times here, 1 5s are 5, 6 times here. So what we can do is 8 is equals to 10 divided by y plus 6 divided by y. So 8 is equal to 16 divided by y. So this will be 2 times, so y is equals to 2. So finally we can say what they are asking us, speed of the current, which is speed of the stream. We have assumed the speed of the stream is y. So finally we can say speed of the stream will be 2 km per hour. So got it? This will be the answer for question number 6. So the important step is this, right? How to write this 10, 40, and how I written x is equal to 4y. So remember that speed of the boat is 4 times the speed of the stream. So we can assume speed of the stream is y. Then the speed of the boat will be 4 times of y. That is 4y. So x is equal to 4y. So substituted here x is equal to 4y. So finally we got the speed of the stream, that is 2 km per hour. 7th question. A boat takes 26 hours for traveling downstream from point A to point B and coming back to point C, that is midway between A and B. If the velocity of the stream is 4 km per hour and the speed of the boat in still water is 10 km per hour, what is the distance between A and B? So just listen carefully. The most important is, a boat takes 26 hours traveling downstream from point A to B. So first is where the time is given, time taken will be 26 hours. And second is speed of the boat is also given, speed of the stream is also given. See here, velocity of the stream, which is speed of the stream, is 4 km. Boat speed is given, that is 10 km per hour. So boat speed will be 10 km per hour. Stream speed will be how much? 4 km per hour. But the most important point is, a boat takes 26 hours for traveling downstream from point A to B, right? So let me assume this as A and this will be B. So initially a boat is traveling downstream from A to B and returning back upstream, that is only to point C, which is midway between A and B. The boat is not traveling upstream completely. The boat is traveling only this small, that is half the distance between A and B. Friends, got it? A boat traveled 26 hours for traveling downstream from point A to B and coming back to point C, not to point A, right? Total distance, half the distance coming to point C, which is midway between A and B. So remember that while downstream a boat is traveling the complete distance, but while upstream the boat is traveling only half the distance, that is B to C. But our target to find what is the total distance, that is A to B. So got it? So now we can solve this, right? What is upstream speed? So upstream will be boat speed minus stream, that is 10 minus 4 will be 6. Downstream will be 14. So 14 kilometers. So time taken will be distance divided by speed plus distance divided by speed. So time taken is directly given, that is 26 hours. Just listen here. Upstream distance. We know upstream E traveled only half the distance of the A to B. So what we can do is D divided by 2. Friends, got it? So distance only half the distance and speed of upstream will be 6 is plus downstream. E is coming the total distance A to B. So here downstream only capital D divided by speed of downstream, which is 14 here. So 26 is equals to D divided by 12 plus D divided by 14. So now let me take LCM here. So 12 and 14. So 168, or we can take it as 84. I think 84 is also an LCM, right? So 84. We can take LCM 84 here. So this will be 7 times. This will be 6 times. So 7D, 6D will be 13D is equals to 26. We can cancel 1. 2 times here. So finally D is equals to, so D is equals to 84 into 2. So D is equals to 168 kilometer. So 168 kilometer will be the total distance between A to B. So remember that it's an easy question. Only thing is you should know why instead of D I have written as D by 2. Because initially while in upstream he is traveling only half the distance, which is B to C, that is C will be the midway, that is center point between A to B. So in upstream he is not traveling the total distance, he is traveling only half of the distance, so D divided by 2. But while coming downstream he is traveling the total distance, that is A to B. So here instead of downstream I have written as it is, that is capital D, but in case of upstream I have written D by 2. So remaining all the procedures are same. So finally we got the answer, that is total distance will be 168 kilometer. Last 8th question. A boat has to travel upstream 20 kilometer distance from point X of a river to point Y. The total time taken by the boat in traveling from point X to Y and Y to X is 41 minutes. What is the speed of the boat? So just listen here, what are all the values they have given is distance is given, right? So the total distance will be 20 kilometers. Yeah, 20 kilometer distance is given. And also time taken to upstream as well as downstream, the total time is given, that is 41 minutes. By using this data, our target to find what is the speed of the boat. Listen here, we know the basic formula, that is time is equal to distance divided by speed plus distance divided by speed. Time is given, that is 41 minutes. So 41 divided by 60, we converted into hours, is equal to distance. So distance will be 20 plus both the distance will be 20. Now let me talk about the speed, upstream speed and downstream speed. Just listen here, they have given only two data. One is time given and a distance given. Where the speed of the boat is not given, our target to find what is the speed of the boat, and also the stream speed is also not given. At least they should give any one value, or otherwise they should say whether the stream will be 4 times higher or 3 times higher. At least they should give that point. They have not given the speed of the stream, and also they have not given speed of the boat. By knowing the two unknown values, just writing this as x minus y, let me assume speed of the boat is x, speed of the stream is y, so x minus y, then downstream will be x plus y. In an equation only one value is unknown, we can able to find the answer. If two values are unknown, just see a speed of the boat is also not given, our target to find, speed of the stream is also not given. By using two unknown values, we can't able to solve this question. So answer for this question is data inadequate, right? Data is not properly given. So friends, got it? At least they should give either one value, or otherwise they should say like previous question, boat speed is 4 times more compared to stream speed. At least they should give a point like that. If all the data are not given, boat speed is also not given, stream speed is also not given, by knowing two unknown values you can't able to solve this equation, and also you will not get the answer. So that's the reason we are saying answer for this question is data inadequate. Friends, got it? Because why I am teaching this question, you know, many SSC exams, staff selection, and also many government, state government exams, you can able to see these types of question. Answer will be data inadequate. So that's what I have told you. This question number 8 is most important question. So try to understand why I am saying this as data inadequate. So that's it about lesson number 2. I hope you understood the concept of upstream and downstream by using the total value, how to find time, distance and speed. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to watch the remaining lesson 3, lesson 4, etc. And try to share this video to your friends, those who are preparing for competitive exams, so that they can also learn all those techniques and they can also crack many exams. So thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.